Hello guys, I am Anirban from Anirban Technical, and once again I am back with you to help you in some tech related things. So what I am going to discuss today, I am going to tell you today about the differences between Android and iOS. So what's Android? Android is a OS introduced by Google and it's owned by Google, and iOS is a OS that is operating system owned by Apple, exclusively by Apple Exclusive Limited. So I am going to today give you a comparison between the both and which one should you buy. So stay tuned to this video, and after this video you will surely get to know which one you should buy. So the first difference between iOS and Android is that Android is a platform which is too much customizable and iOS is not. So in what ways? In Android, if you buy an Android phone, you can see in many Android phones you can customize your wallpaper. That you can also do in iOS also, but you find Android is very user friendly. Like when you see the menu button in it and everything else is very much user friendly. But in iOS, whenever you will unlock an iOS, first thing you will notice is that you cannot understand any menu button. You don't have any menu button in iOS. So practically it's not so user friendly, and Android is user friendly. So if you like user friendly phones and you are a new user, then you must go for Android because it's a much easy to use than iOS. So this was the first thing, and now let me come to the second thing. The second thing is about apps. So what are apps? Many Android apps like Google Drive, etc., you can try it out in Apple also, that is on iOS also. But iOS apps like iCloud, Apple Mail, etc., you can't do it in any other device than iOS. So iOS is must for using an iOS app. So this is something which is not so satisfactory thing. In Android you can do many things. All the Android apps are available in iOS also, but all the iOS apps are not available in Android. So remember, this is the main point. If you want your apps or your storage, iCloud or your cloud storage, to remain in every phone you use, so you need Android. And in Apple, if you store your data in cloud, then it is very hard to get it back in an Android phone also. Yes, it's not so that you can't get it back in an Android phone. There are many techniques to get it back, but it's very hard to do so. It's not so that easy to do. So next, let's come to third-party apps. What are third-party apps? The apps which you use in Android that are not exclusively from Google, that is from Play Store. You can download many apps that are launched by some third-party companies. They are something which are known as third-party apps. So in Android, as you can see in apps Play Store, that numerous number of third-party apps are available. Whatever you want, you can get in Play Stores. But in Apple, it is not so. Remember friends, in Apple what happens, I'll tell you. In Apple you will find Apple things are Apple own made apps are more available in Apple Store than the third party apps. Third party apps are not so much available in iOS Store. So this is something if you are buying a smartphone for about 40,000, 50,000 and you don't get proper apps, that doesn't makes any sense. You need to have proper apps for it. So next, let's come to Google Now and Siri. So what is Google Now? Google Now is the voice assistant that you get on your smartphone, and Siri is the voice assistant that you get on your iOS smartphone. So let me tell you, Google Now, as I have told you earlier also, Android apps are available in iOS store also. So Google Now, you can use Google Now in iOS store also, in iOS, that is iPhone also, but with some limitations. Yes, there are some limitations in it also, but you can use it on your iOS. But if you go for Siri, that is on iOS device, iOS voice assistant, you cannot get it on any Android store or any Android thing. This means that if you buy an iPhone, you are totally isolated to its own apps and you cannot download other apps for Android. If you buying an iOS phone, that is iPhone, then you can keep it on the iPhone only. If you try to transfer it on your Android phone, it's very difficult to do so. This is again a very big problem for us. So let me tell you the main thing behind iOS and Apple. So you are a consumer, normal consumer like me, and you are going to buy a phone for about 50,000. You are going for a Samsung Galaxy S6 or S7. S7 you won't get in 50,000, it will be a bit more. But okay, let's assume it. If you are going to get an Samsung Galaxy S7 and you are going to get an iPhone 6, so which one you will go for it? You will find in Android it's much more customizable. You will get much more features than iOS. The only thing that's better in iOS is that it never makes its phones old. iPhones, let me talk to you about iPhones. The first iPhone was iPhone 3G, and it is still now getting updates of iOS. It has got an update of iOS 10 also. But in Android phones, you check out the old Android phones that were about 2.3 gingerbread, that were having in the Android version 2.3 gingerbread, and you will get to know that Android doesn't give us update. So this is the main thing. You don't get updates on your Android phone. This is why I don't understand why Google doesn't give updates. If Google started giving updates, then Android would be much better. The only thing you will hate in Android is that it doesn't give updates. So you cannot see a new look of your phone every month or every 6 months. But in iOS, it gives update after every regular intervals, that is 6 months or 1 year. And you will get a new look on your smartphone. So this is something which is very undesirable from Android platform, that is from Google, and which has Apple done very nicely. So this was all about iOS and Android. So I must think your doubts are cleared by now. Which one should you buy, iOS or Android? So let me talk about one more thing, that's the camera quality. Camera quality doesn't depend on OS, yes, surely it depends on the mobile camera. But I have observed something. In many Android phones, that is, you go for high-end phones, that is Samsung Galaxy S7, S6, S7 Edge, etc. It will have a very good camera quality. But if you go for iPhones are something which looks very good on your hands, and when it comes to the camera quality, I must say it's really good. You will get in the Android phone 16 megapixel camera, and in iOS you will get 8 megapixel camera or 13 megapixel camera. But whenever you will test the camera, you will find that iOS camera or Apple iPhone's camera is much better than the Android phone's camera. I have also explained that megapixels doesn't depend on the camera quality. So on the top of the video you will find an I button. Just go and click there. You will see that is megapixel everything. I have told about it in my other video. So check that I button on the top of the video and you will find it there. So also check that video out for knowing about on what basis the camera quality of a smartphone depends. So this was it about iPhone and Android. Let me now come to the conclusion. So the conclusion is that if you are buying an iPhone, what you will spend? You will spend about 60,000, 70,000, 80,000. But just think about it. Is it the value for money? If you pay 60,000 for an Samsung Galaxy S7 and if you pay 60,000 for an iPhone, it is not comparable. At all not comparable. So friends, I am telling you, if you want a good camera, go for iOS. If you want if you want some other things like more customizable things, go for Android. So both have their own facilities, both have their own strong points and weak points. If you what you want, prioritize it and then go for a smartphone. And whenever you are spending 50 to 60,000, I don't think for next 1 year you are going to buy a phone. At least for next 1 year. Because you have spent so much of money on a single phone. So think wisely about buying a new phone and then go for buying it. Thank you. This is I am Anirban for Anirban Technical. Hope you like my video. If you like my video, press that like button below the video. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, click that this side. Have a look. Click this my channel logo button to subscribe to my channel for more tech related video. I'll keep on posting some tech related video to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.